and welcome back to Bread Theory. I'm your host, Zach. Joining me tonight, off camera once again, lovely Amanda.
Hi.
How you feeling tonight, Amanda?
Honestly, not stellar.
What's going on that's giving you that outlook?
Well, as you folks know, I live in the Great North, which has been invaded by a bunch of either former bullies or people who were the bully, continuing their legacy through unhealed trauma.
So a bunch of insecure men looking to power trip and have a legal means of beating up black and brown people. That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or shooting a white woman in the face at close range and then saying that she's a fucking bitch.
Yep.
Hear lots of.
Any pretense of not being a society evolving quickly into fascism.
Mhm.
Oh shoot! You know what? I don't think my microphone was plugged in right. Let's try that again.
You better fix it.
So sorry about that. Yeah, that's better. No, we have a microphone. It was not plugged in. Just one of those things when you're living in a world that we find ourselves in today that sometimes you miss the little details like plugging in your microphone properly. So I apologize for that. So we were just talking about how Minnesota is experiencing an ice storm, even though we've had unseasonably warm weather. Um, it still seems to persist and hurt, even kill people. And I was just talking about how kind of people that join ICE seem to be the ones who either were bullied or are bullied, were the bullies themselves in high school, and have just never grown out of that. The delight in the cruelty and the power tripping in the restoring of their fascist views on order. And so that's what we are dealing with now. Not a great time, but it could be. It could be. I've been thinking about this a lot lately, and it seems like this is the time to seize on the moment. The Democrats have shown, the past 25 years, they've been in power half that time. They've had plenty of chances to erect a bulwark against the creep of accumulating executive power, to give people the social programs. They could have rammed it through with their supermajority. All the social programs that would have given them huge confidence in the voters' mind, made them by far the most popular party in American history. They could have done Medicare for all. Uh, they could have brought back the social programs that were gutted and shredded by the Clinton administration. They could have done so many things to ensure the well being and dignity of average people. They could have raised the minimum wage and they couldn't even do that.
This just goes to show you what's actually important to these people.
And that's the moment I think we need to seize on. That is the thing that we need to keep on harping on. They haven't done anything in the past 25 years to stop this. Every election, I remember when I was, a college student organizing with the Green Party, endless calls of, blue no matter who.
No.
Have to vote Democrats or you're going to get fascism. Oh, this is the most important election in our lifetime. You better vote blue. Otherwise, it's lost. Oh, lesser of two evils. On and on and on. And they didn't stop it. They had all the opportunities, they had all the power to do so over the course of at least the last 25 years. I mean, we're talking even further back, really, since the beginning of the neoliberalism project in the 70s, when they started dismantling the um, the unionization efforts that had been strongest as they had ever been and produced the strongest and largest middle class this country's ever seen. But that project started back then to doubt the efficacy of social programs. And just that doubt has been drilled into people's heads ever since. And it has not meant, by and large, greater rights for people. Aside from a few concessions here and there, there really hasn't been anything besides a gradual erosion of rights and protections, especially for workers. It has been a long, slow march downward, and the Democrats have had all the opportunities to change that course.
And I gotta take a deep breath.
That's
This
okay.
is frustrating.
And now that it's here, what are they doing? Grandstanding, more grandstanding. The time for pleasantries and standing on principle in the big speech is done. The party in power is doing everything they can, throwing every crooked, underhanded trick at the wall to see what sticks, getting away with whatever they can possibly get away with. And what are the Democrats doing? They're writing strongly worded letters.
Yeah, and they're also talking about midterms already, and like
All they ever talk about is the next leg. Yeah, it's always down the road that we're gonna fix it. Just down the road, folks. Vote harder this time. We'll fix it, but it never happens.
like, what are you gonna tell that to Renee Good and her family? Are you gonna?
No, instead they're gonna go on TV and say some naughty words, so that the people that don't really pay close attention can clap and be like, "Oh, thank goodness someone's standing up for me." Well, at the same time, not actually doing anything about the armed Gestapo that is flooding our streets, harassing, murdering,
At the president's
ripping apart families.
at the president's direction.
Direction. It is a completely unaccountable force at this point, except for to the president. No one is. Congress is not going to try and take back their funding or impound their funding the way the president has done to Congress, even against the Constitution and checks and balances and previous Supreme Court rulings. Democrats are just going to sit on their hands, make some speeches, and hope that they get some donations so they can get in next time. That's their plan. That's their big thing. Some saviors, some bulwark against fascism they are.
That's like the word of the day today, huh, bud?
What, bulwark?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they had the opportunity to safeguard democracy. They could have tried so much harder to get money out of politics, to stop the allowance of these super PACs that just deluge elections and tip the scales in the favor of the capitalist class. And they haven't, because they benefited from it too. And they get stock tips too. And they can get insider trading and pass tips along to their family and enrich themselves and get elected one more cycle.
Well, there's people dying on your behalf. There's
Yes.
people getting hurt. The people you claim to care about.
Yeah. Who are the people actually doing anything? It is the people themselves who are rallying together to scare off these ICE bullies when they try to snatch one of their neighbors. That's the only time they ever leave. That's the only time they ever back down, is when a large enough crowd starts getting angry and in their face. And they realize that they don't have overwhelming odds anymore. It's the actual people that are left to actually do anything about it. And that's pathetic.
And then they claim it.
That is pathetic,
Like,
that the people who actually have the levers of power are standing by. But like I said, this presents probably the best opportunity the left has ever had to show the naked and rank hypocrisy of the Democratic Party. Their willingness to do nothing of substance, to just make the speech and ask, put their hand out for donations and, call it a day. At least some of the, I shouldn't say it's every single one. At least some of the Democrats have tried to audit the various ICE facilities. At least that is something, and I will give them credit for that. But their colleagues aren't helping them do much to accomplish that. They've been rebuffed so far, time and time again. I don't see anyone hauled in front of congressional judicial committees. I don't see anyone actually being held to account for these unconstitutional or at least unlawful preventions of these Congress people from doing their duty and inspecting these facilities, which is the bare minimum. That's not to say that they can actually do anything about this facility once they inspect it, but at least it shines a brighter light on the situation. Anyway, by leftists actually shining a light on what is not happening and how loudly it is not happening, we have an opportunity to present an alternative, a real alternative, one that actually stands for working people, not for capital interests, not for big time landowners and business owners, but for the workers themselves. It's pretty much plain to everyone. I think everyone is pretty much in a state of desperation and disillusionment right now. Everyone with a conscience, anyway. Now's the time. And you wonder why voter turnout is always so low in America. A big part of it is because people have for a long time seen that nothing has really changed. So what's the point? We need to offer that alternative. And it could be any leftist, any truly leftist party, it doesn't matter. The PSL, CPUSA, the Green Party, whatever. We need to start joining these parties en masse. We need to start doing the stuff that the government is not willing to do, standing up for our neighbors, putting together those networks of mutual aid, helping one another, build the systems that the system will not build for us. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm talking over you. I know you have a lot more to say. Amanda.
It's alright. I'm afraid.
I am too. I'm afraid and I'm angry. It just keeps getting worse. It just keeps getting worse.
Like, this is so selfish and like just got a gym membership and now I'm afraid to leave my house.
I mean, you're hardly alone. I've spoken to so many people who are afraid to leave. People that are legal citizens are afraid to leave because they see what happens, the brutality. Step a toe out of line, and they will use that to pepper spray you in the face, to push you over, tackle you to the ground, to manhandle you, and to snatch up people and decide later on whether or not they were in the right for doing so in the first place. Even when they present ID, they'll say, oh, that's fake. Or they'll say, oh, we still need to process you.
You're just supposed to go with them.
That is terrorism. That is the definition of terrorism. We are being terrorized by our own government. They're using fear as a weapon. They're trying to cow us. They're trying to silence us. And they're trying to make it so that we don't actually take any action against them. We see time and time again what happens when we actually do. When neighbors stand together, when regular people stand together. That's the only force that has done anything about this situation. And that's what these leftist orgs need to seize on, and these leftist parties. I'm sorry, this is supposed to be a happy stream where we play video games and unwind and don't have to think about all this stuff for a little bit. You can explore ideas and other stuff. But it's just come to such a point where it seems like our society is reaching an inflection point where we are going to have to decide what we actually believe in. And we're going to decide whether or not we're going to actually act for it or let the opposition act on our behalf. Did you want to say any more about like things that your clients have been experiencing, or
I don't really want to share any of their
I mean just
stuff.
in general? It's fine.
Like, of course people are afraid. I'm afraid. Like, if this gets a lot worse, am I even going to be able to graduate and finish my program?
That is an open question.
I'm in the last stretch.
With this,
I have work to do. And the worst part is like, okay, I'm sure you all know I'm going into social work, right?
as am I.
ICE is trying to hire social workers because of the emotional distress that the members of the ICE teams are experiencing right now
Oh, because they
from
got
being
yelled.
mistreated.
Oh, they had some bad names called at them. People said to get out of their community. They didn't appreciate all the help they're doing brutalizing black and brown people. Oh. But on the other hand, that kind of shows that that sort of pressure is actually working. If these people who are signing up, probably a lot of them just for the money, and from what I've heard, it's embarrassingly little money, actually.
It's like a $50,000
Fifty
sign-up
thousand
bonus.
dollars. No, but that's like how much they make a year. Like $50,000.
I thought that was sign-on.
Well, one nice guy anyway said that his salary a year is 50,000, less than. In fact, he put his thumb kind of close, a little bit less. Who knows if that's true? And that's just one guy. But if people are the point being, though, getting back to that, if people are feeling the beginnings of a conscience, maybe for the first time, who knows? It means that this is actually getting to them, and this resistance is actually doing some work. Perhaps this will reach a breaking point for them where they can no longer, in good conscience, go along with what they're being told to do. I certainly hope so.
I just, I kind of wish people would march into like the Capitol and be like, I'm done hearing you talk. I am done hearing you speak and not take actions. I am done hearing you grovel for money and talk about what you're gonna do later on if you just coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah. Yeah. And unfortunately, organizations like 50501, is that the right name? Something like that.
Yeah,
The one that organized the nationwide protests, they're never going to take that stance. In fact, they actively discourage it. They are basically center line, maybe center left, according to American political spectrum, anyway. Uh, but anyways, on the left side of the Democrats, but they're still firmly for the Democrats. Democrats speak at every one of their events, and they discourage any sort of admonition or speaking out against anything that Democrats are doing. Um, and unfortunately, they are the largest presence in terms of mass protests, but they're not the only now. So that's good.
How can you speak against them? They aren't doing anything. You getting on the stage and saying, fuck you, is super impactful when
It's
people
not.
are dying and
It's
being
not.
brutalized in their own fucking homes.
Yep. Even the governor saying the same sort of thing, but then talking about putting the National Guard, Minnesota's National Guard, on the ready for what, though? He won't quite say for what. Is he going to actually have them stand up against ICE? That would be something. Or is he just going to have them keep the peace, which means more arrests for protesters? And that's about it. That remains to be seen.
I'm tired of the talking.
Me too.
I'm tired of lack of action.
Me too.
If I wanted to watch this much inaction on something that's incredibly valuable, like people's lives, I'd watch a Vikings game.
Oh, now that's funny.
Just wrecked half your audience. So sorry.
I haven't had an audience yet on this stream, so that's okay. And I doubt it. I don't think I have a super local audience. I think they kind of from all over the place.
Yeah, we kind of reach to the other states. And like, people think it's going to slow down here. I don't know. That man holds a grudge like no one I've ever seen.
That is one of his most consistent points, yes. Ability to hold on to a grudge forever and never let up about it.
He'll hold on to a grudge better than he can a spray tan or his hair.
Like, by the end of this presidency, His introduction to speeches will be so long, going through the litany of grievances, the Russia, the fake Democrat Epstein files that they created, but we released, and then it wasn't good for us to release. And it turned out it was the Clintons really on the Epstein files, but they created the Epstein files. Like the litany of things that he has grievances about will be so long that he won't ever actually get to a point, and he'll have lost himself completely. And he'll probably just wander off and stare out the window like he did recently in the middle of a meeting. He did.
I believe you.
He just got up from his chair. He went to the window. He looked out and said, "That's where the ballroom is. What a beautiful view." There is no ballroom.
Yeah.
It was a weird thing to say. He's looking out onto a pit where the East Wing used to be. It's just...
Zach, when you're special and fucking delusional, that's
no.
how your life is. What a gift are you?
Well, we only got 20 minutes left, so I'm gonna at least get into it, but we can still keep talking as I do. No. It's really important stuff. I'm just gonna put this on so people have something else to focus on as well.
Like, if you get sucked into the game, though, then there's going to be no more discussion, so...
I'll do my best. I'm doing a Gwent tournament, so that's pretty low stakes. That is what we're going to be doing now for the next 20 minutes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, look, I'm going to go to that quest right now, in fact. Gwent to everything, join the tournament. Here we go.
We go Democrat.
Alrighty.
Better to die of drink than of boredom.
So what's up? Oh.
Don't crowd around.
Nope, I can't even get into that. Never mind.
What?
I was gonna say, what was a positive
Who
for
would
your
have thought?
weekend?
Nights
My weekend? You had a nice time at the gym yesterday.
That's the butcher.
That's cool.
Halt. I say, is that Garalt? Garalt of Rivia? Sir! Come to me, please!
It's some nice dining experiences, I guess. Went to help breakfast club. It was great. It was a really fun time.
I'm gonna start doing that.
My
more
eyes
often.
were not deceived. Yet so far south.
It was a great
You,
idea.
sir, of all
The
folk in
cards
all your
for
fame.
restaurants we like during the holidays.
Me, south in all my fame.
Oh, I've heard so much.
Where you can
Why,
double
when
your
Master Dandelion
fun.
tarried in Beauclair, not a day passed without him
What were you
baying out
about
a
to
ballad
say?
in admiration of your deeds.
Yeah, unwelcome little
It
habit
was
it
just a really
is.
good meal,
But what can I do for you?
so that was nice.
You see,
took
my
a
betrothed,
random trip
Francois
down
Le
Northfield
Goff,
today.
vowed in my
That was a lot
honor
of
to
fun.
bring me the head of the horrid beast they call Gretore.
Couldn't have gotten you a bouquet, some sweets in a bag.
Witcher, sir, you jest. A love most true demands proof through heroic deeds dedicated to the heart's captor.
Most
But alas,
places are
Francois has been gone a
exaggerating when they
fortnight.
say, "Oh, we gotta really repent,
thus
'cause
I
this
must
place was
plead
not."
with you to see what's become of him. Could you?
AFO, I guess.
It was
Would
good.
you-
Like, whatever, we have leftovers, big deal.
It is a big deal. Just say it like it's nothing.
This Gretore. Know anything else about it, mademoiselle? Judging by the name, guessing it lives in a cave.
I was gonna save them for you.
Yes. From which it prowls when hungry.
I'll eat them then.
I feel
By
like
night,
I'll
when
get
all
it
are
on
asleep,
my
it creeps into villages.
since there's not
Then,
so
of a sudden,
great of a New Year
breaks
this
open
weekend.
shutters, reaches inside and snatches babes from their
Oh, this
cradles so
morning was
quickly
okay,
they've not the
ish.
time to yelp.
I should be nice to
Nocturnal,
myself.
long prehensile arms, intelligent.
Francois claimed he would cut the filth down in a snap, but he's been gone so long. Will you help, sir? I cannot sleep. I fear this worrying will be the death of me.
Do my damnedest to get your fiancé back safe and sound. Just, mind telling me where to look for him?
I forget you come from afar and do not know our land. They say Gretore has its lair in the caves at the foot of the Gorgon Hills.
That close to the city? Telling me no bold souls have ventured out to defeat the beast?
Quite the contrary. Plenty have, but none's returned. My concern is well-founded.
Manage.
I see. All
I
right.
think we're gonna manage
High
by
time I set off.
keeping up with this Party for Socialism and Liberation.
One false
the only
move and
thing
you
that
will
I've done.
regret it.
In a long time, that's really felt like something important. And like the antidote to just endless online bickering and bad faith people and just outright gross Nazis that you still have to talk to online because they worm their way in everywhere.
Yes, a
It's
face
like
memorial.
there's actually some organization going on. It's real and concrete and has clear objectives. So I'm actually really excited about it.
Fuck me.
Oh?
You know, still in grad school, so who knows how long or how much I'll be able to devote to it until I'm done, but certainly once I'm done in a year's time.
Well, it'd be good to finish.
So, I mean, if I don't, I guess I'll have more time more
I
recently
won't go. I simply won't do it.
in the near future.
We don't mean to be that, but I'm having a difficult time holding any hope. I'm so tired. Everything feels wrong.
Absolutely.
I gotta figure out how to support people.
Right. I had coworkers who were terrified to go get groceries. They're citizens, but look like they might not be. So they're afraid that they're going to get harassed and maybe worse
Why would
if they just
My sister saw where this one
Look the wrong
buried
way.
some gold coins.
they don't seem to need much excuse. ICE doesn't. Kind of all depends to see. It all seems to depend on what mood any particular group is in and how
A
bold
memorial
they think they're going
great
to be.
hand, and it should bugger and
I
stay
feel like
that
that's
way.
how they see women.
I'm glad
all
to
the
see
time,
her
like,
alone.
Just you wait. A year on and some tosser will have invented the wankers of
Do you
Novigrad
have
faction.
to talk?
Wait, then he need changing. Leave her the fuck alone.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, but I got stopped by ICE when I was getting my fingerprints done.
In the parking lot of the law enforcement center, treating you like you're up to something because you're coming.
Yeah. Sorry, I have to get fingerprinted for the government here. So that I can join the ranks of the Department
Did you
of
care,
Human
sir?
Services.
Our sweet shining sun.
I've got a
Oh,
lady
you
as
really
my first
caught
opponent.
me.
Reckon
Menace
I'm
to
sitting in the
society.
catbirds.
Because I
There you are.
will
A
now
pleasure
have
to
my
see you again.
fingerprints on
The
file
Skellige
with
faction. How do you find it?
how many government agencies now? Might be 3?
It's great. Faction's a pleasure to
So I'm
play.
clearly
I'm
up
glad to
shit,
hear it.
obviously.
Any
'cause
specific
I'd offer my
tournament rules?
fingerprints to that
Mind giving me an
many
overview?
people.
Firstly, might I introduce the contestants? Superb Gwent players all, hailing from the world's farthest corners. Hammal Ochen Dankbali, an Offieri merchant. Eric van Frog, a patrician from Novigrad. And lastly, we are proud to welcome a Skellige.
Ye
Blind? Not Skella girl, damn it!
Have
Naturally,
tiny
no
bit of
offense
power.
meant. Agnetha Skolt, her ever-charming Isle temperament in evidence, along with assorted beats,
I don't
baubles,
know why they didn't
ropes.
call that Rittenhouse kid back.
As to
I'm
the
sure
rules, they're simple.
he couldn't get
Each
into
player
police
adopts a
academy.
faction they
You
cannot
made a
change
joke
for the
about,
tourney's
"Oh, should I
duration.
cross state
Lose a
lines and come
match,
into
and
Minnesota?"
you're eliminated. The winner from among you shall advance to the semi-final to face the winner of the tourney's previous edition, His Excellency the Ambassador of the Empire of Nilfgaard, Master von Hin. The winner of that match shall in turn face none other
I'm
than
starting to
me,
hear
your humble
regular,
servant.
just everyday
Hands
women
off
talk
our
about
Gwent!
Getting conceal and carries.
No
right now.
new fucking
Oh my
factions!
god, I don't want that.
Protesters have gathered outside.
But is this
Quite a
where
few,
we're
it
headed? I
seems.
mean, obviously
Hands
we are,
off
so...
our bloody
Keep pushing
game!
this way,
We
then
didn't
it's
want
gonna
any
be
new
inevitable, yeah.
factions!
We're gonna have to.
Money,
take
you
the defense
dozy cunt!
up a
Stop
notch.
diddling with dwarven tradition!
It's a really
Change
scary
cannot always
thought.
please everyone.
That might
Gwent
get to that point,
traditionalists
but it might.
resent my efforts to expand the canon to include Skellige, but we shall pay them no mind.
People who are suicidal. Like, I don't.
Mind telling me what factions the others will be playing?
It is no secret. Eric van Frog will play the Northern Realms. His Excellency, in a flush of patriotism, chose Nilfgaard. Hamal Ochendankbali will play the Monsters deck, and Agnetha Skolt has chosen Scoia'tael. Yours truly, of course, shall await the winner with a Skellige deck. I'm determined to prove its value.
Ready to start if everybody else is.
I invite you to join me on the terrace. The Herald shall soon announce the tourney's start.
Let the
tourney begin! In round one, Agnetha Skolt faces Eric von Brogg, and Geralt of Rivia
Easy.
plays Hamal on Gangbali.
The path seems to be becoming clearer.
Let's grab a table.
A wager would you wish to make?
What did you have in mind?
Weapons do I collect, and your sword of silver my eye has caught.
That really did it.
Should
They
I
left,
win, I
right?
should take it.
No, they
Should I
ramped it up. They
lose,
sent him like
to you
200 more.
another equally precious shall I give.
You know, we're dealing with normal adults with regular social functioning
All right.
and no
So be it.
anger or impulse issues at all. Damn it. I have no boosters. I'm 10 coins shy of being able to buy my way out of this fucking level.
Yeah.
Gotta ask the freaking hard-hitting questions like, do I leave my house tomorrow? And why do the ICE uniforms say police on them when they are not police? Isn't that like illegal?
It's a good question.
Isn't that illegal though? You're not supposed to impersonate a police officer.
Because they're technically law enforcement. They're just supposed to be enforcing a narrow set of laws. Then they can get away with it. But who knows? Who knows if that is something they're even allowed to do? Since they just kind of do whatever they want.
I'm over it. I'm over it. I don't know how much patience, time. Whatever.
Yeah.
Can you just give me the 10 fucking points so I can get through this damn level?
The game's not cooperating.
Yeah, nothing's cooperating in my life right now. I'm kind of fucking over it. Everything. Fuck it. I know I'm supposed to be being positive, blah blah blah. But also feeling frustrated and I don't know how to deal with my world. What were you gonna say?
That's it. Just sucks that you're having such frustrations.
Really? What has Tim Walls said about this? What has Tina Smith said?
Tina Smith has tried to visit the place that they're launching all of the ice stuff from.
Okay.
Been denied. And then she's had strong words besides, but as far as I know, that's it.
Is there anything else that she could have done?
Probably. I don't really know.
Okay.
But she left. Like, she did not get in.
Who else? The new mayor of St. Paul. What's she doing?
No, right. Yeah. Guess that doesn't mean she hasn't said anything, but I certainly haven't.
Like, what sort of protocols do these places have?
I don't know.
Like, I almost want to just say, all right, I'm not seeing any more in person. Because I don't want anyone to get hurt on my watch.
Mm. Yeah. I agree.
Well, I'm glad you agree, yes.
Okay, sorry.
But it's fine. None of it's worth it. Wonder where I could place an order tomorrow so I could finish the project.
Go to COD, go to.
Sometimes I get really stressed out, I bake a lot.
That's okay. It's fine. It's good to wipe out the emotions. Take your mind off this. Focus on stuff forever, especially when you're doing it.
Good match. Thanks.
And upon your victory congratulate I you. What drove me to wager a sword against you know I not. Clearly to guide me the universe ceased. Here, You may it serve well.
I'd never have lost if you hadn't cheated.
And my land folk who slander like that don't live long.
It's one of those
Because we
things
don't
it's hard
let
to
'em.
know. And since everyone
Accuse me of
has
cheating
a vision
again,
now,
and I'll cut your tongue
I
out.
don't know if it is
Enough. Hands to
a sign or
yourselves.
not.
As Gwent is a gentleman's sport, we expect all its players to demonstrate impeccable manners, and we cannot tolerate any disturbances. Thus, by decision of Count Monnier, the contestants from Novigrad and Skellige are hereby
Now
disqualified.
they're hitting the
Gentlemen's
laundromats.
sport. Bah. Well, I'm a lady, and we ladies don't give a flying fart about a tourney where any measly prick can accuse us of cheating.
With round one completed,
touch a whole
the
lot of
standings
really
are
terrible
as follows.
criminals there, just
Agneta
leaving them
Skolt
alone.
and Eric van Brogge both disqualified.
Such a flimsy
Geralt of
pretense
Rivia
for
has
me.
defeated Hamal Ong Dengbali of Ophir. In the semi-final, Geralt shall face the defending champion, Ambassador Von Hinn.
I am honored.
Toussaint.
I mean, we have a laundry in our building, and it sucks. And honestly, it's cheaper to use the laundromat.
Yeah, well, and better quality. Machines in our building break all the time. Some third-party thing, I don't know. I don't know who it is that convinces these apartment complexes to use their laundry machines and gets like exclusive rights and stuff, but that's got to be a hell of a racket. Because I've never been in a building where the laundry machines were reliable and didn't always break down and cost an arm and a leg, and on and on and on. It's just ridiculous. And there's, they have these contracts that like go with the buildings. Like, when titles transfers with them.
The landlord gets all the money for it.
Of
just buy the
course,
machine.
landlord doesn't care. Landlord doesn't care one way or another as long as they get paid every month. As long as they have someone else to pay their rent. Or, I'm sorry, their mortgage on the building. What?
At another extreme level.
Yeah.
Really frustrating. Like, if I wanted to go for a walk at the park tomorrow, would that be safe?
Yes, I think it would.
Like, I have an acquaintance who's an adoptee, and they just shared all the legal stuff. And now they're gonna go get their legal number tattooed on their arm because it's too long to memorize. Huh?
That's crazy.
Oh yeah, here's for transnational inter-country adoptees. If you were adopted before February 27th, 2001, you were not automatically a U.S. citizen at the time of your adoption. If you were 17 or younger on February 27th.
What year?
Hey, should I just start the whole thing again?
Say that again. That's astounding.
If you were adopted before February 27th, 2001, you were not automatically a U.S. citizen at the time of your adoption. If you are 17 or younger on February 27th, 2001, your citizenship is covered by the Child Citizen Act, the CCA. But you must still file for naturalization. And then they attach the papers for how to do that. This is coming from the Department of Human Services.
What the hell?
If you are 18 years or older on February 27th, 2001, make sure your parents completed your naturalization as a child. Many parents wrongly assumed adoption automatically came with citizenship. It did not. Your parents neglected to get you naturalized, you must apply now. Please urge your legislators to pass the Adoptee Citizen Act, as this can fix the loophole of ineligible adult adoptees in the CCA.
Wow.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I have like 15 more minutes in my game. Are you with me?
I didn't hear what you said. I don't understand what you're trying to say there.
I said I still have 15 minutes in my game.
Right, but then you said something new, but you were yawning, so I couldn't understand.
Are you gonna keep playing, or are you gonna wrap it up?
I'm gonna wrap it up.
Your Excellency, a pure pleasure to play you.
The pleasure was mutual, I assure you. Congratulations, Witcher.
I think I only have one more
Stop
round to land.
desecrating Gwent!
Death to any and all new factions!
Seems there's some trouble brewing.
Scoot, all of yous! Off your asses and hide to Skellige, ye ale-loving seal slappers.
Please remain calm and stop the verbal attacks.
Stop your mum from fucking ferrets, Monier, and hands off our Gwent!
Maybe instead of hollering threats, you ought to just explain what it is you want.
We've said it plenty of times, yet no one ever listens!
Got me listening.
Gwent's an ancient pastime. Its rules were set ages ago.
Exactly. Determined in keeping with the laws of nature.
There should be 4 factions. That is the optimal number. We'll not tolerate the introduction of any others. It would disgrace the tradition.
Aye, leave our Gwent the fuck alone.
Enough of this! Didn't come here to jabber, but to break fucking heads in defense of tradition! Come on, lads!
Besides the guards.
Let's plough this new faction out of the horse and heads.
Foxy band of watching swats!
Arse ram this rabble. Let's plough this new faction out of the horse.
Cooled you off a bit?
Och, seeing triple. Quadruple, even.
Enough! I shall summon the guard.
I got this, Count. Sure, you can shut this tournament down, but there'll be another, with who knows what new rules. If you don't like them, don't enter. Play somewhere else however you want, but you'll never stop other folk from playing however they like.
Bollocks!
Like my good friend Zoltan Chive says, if one says you're talking bollocks, they could be right, they could be wrong. But if multiples say you're talking bollocks, well, you probably are. So let's take a vote. Who else here thinks I'm full of it?
Zoltan Chive? Haven't seen that rascal in ages. How's he doing?
Was in Novigrad last I saw him. Be glad to tell you more over a flask of something strong.
Attention, everyone! Our outing's taken a new turn. We're to sit and drink vodka with Zoltan's pal.
Gentlemen, wait. We've still the final round of the tourney to play.
Final? Fuck that! I, Yaki Raffenberg, do hereby declare my participation in this tournament. And I demand to play the victor. We'll settle whether this Skellige faction's worth a flaming bag of shite! Once and for all!
Agreed, but please, show some patience. We must first play a pre-final.
In the pre-final, Count Monnier, representing the Skellige faction, shall face Garalt of Rivia, also playing with a Skellige deck.
My brother's dream has come true. Skellige in the final, and played by both contestants.
Good luck.
That's about stuff. Good. Let's see what going to. Yeah, that's a good trade. And that one. Talking strategy. What to start with? I suppose this. Strong strategy. Fortunate. One has passed, which means One with one card, but then I'm down to 4. Pretty rather tough about it. Don't see what's going on. I only have one strike around the body, and it's a big one. Six cards. I'm gonna go and swing. So you can't play again. 1-0. Do we think in 5 cards we can get it? Yes, actually we do. But like, what is the difference now? I play it now. In fact, yeah. I play it now. You can at least take it back. I don't think that's upsetting. They screwed that up at the very end. Scorched the wrong person. Oh. Well, it's my whatever gets left out there. Hey, that was pretty good. That was bad. 16. I think you can probably beat that. Oh, my turn. Oh. Well, how about that? I can, it's not okay. It's stupid. Why did I do that? I didn't read the card closely enough. That sucks. That's the game. If I can replay just that round.
I thank you for the game. No hard feelings, I trust.
Skellige is a good deck.
Skellige won like you wanted. That's what matters.
Skellige won! What a bundle of pish! Tournament's not done! Now it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
The grand finale! Witness it now! Count Monnier playing the Skellige faction against Yaki Raffiberg playing...
Scoia'tael!
Let the better man or dwarf win!
I'm gonna redo that. Hopefully it will have saved in that little
Well played.
skirmish.
Thank you for a scintillating game. I trust my victory has convinced all doubters of the value of the new faction.
You won because you played better. Even if you hadn't played as plowing Skellige, you would have won anyhow. Congrats all the same. Yaki Raffiberg's no sore loser.
Oh,
Come on, lads! Let's get soused!
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tipple. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
terrible mistake. No problem.
No problem. Had fun.
I'm sorry you did not manage to qualify for the finals. I'd hoped to face you, but participation alone counts for something. Here, a consolation prize.
Thanks.
But he did
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
with that. We're going to try and load. Let's see. Would it be just now? It would have been. Let's go. Let's we have to go back and do all this again. So be it. Yes, thank goodness.
Cool you.
Fuck. Seeing triple.
Enough! I shall...
I got this. Sure. If you don't like...
Bollocks!
Like my good
Let's
friend
get through it.
Zoltan
See it all. Over a bottle.
was
I
in
like that
Novigrad
option.
last...
Attend.
Agreed.
There we go.
In the...
Do it again.
My brother's dream has come true.
Good luck.
Start the game. Hopefully we'll get a better hand this first time too. And we got a young berserker. Marjorome. Marjorome? I don't know how to pronounce that. Berserkers. So it'll be good to get. Oh, not a berserker. In that case. Oh, you guys go. That's good. Shield Maiden did not get the one who summons them though, so take that out. Now we got another. Dr. Odium. Big deal. So we're gonna play that first. Matches. Got a berserker, which is in the range section. That's interesting. All these different berserker types. Oh, so he turns into a level 8 card, so we're not going to trigger him quite yet. This will destroy all of my beats. This is the one that did me in last time. Strongest cards on the battlefield. I thought it was your opponent's strongest cards. Pirate just goes in all directions, huh? He doesn't care. He just wants the strength. Man. That is a powerful card. Look at that. All units of the row excluding itself. Plus it's a 12. Plus it's versatile. That's a good card. And it's one that I can resummon because I have right there. I'm feeling. No, we're gonna do that. Scare him a little bit. Twice. Sarah's summons shield. Right? Yeah, that's a powerful card. So they do that too. Now is a good time. Now is a good time for the whirling pirate to come and cut down 36 strength. Sounds good to me. And that is gutting his entire deck. And I can sweep it away. Actually, no, I shouldn't sweep it away, because then I couldn't play that again though. Interesting, interesting. 28 to 26. What do we feel like doing? Are we gonna win this one? I think we go for it.
Cheers.
Okay. Do not switch out. That's the question. So. What that's turn. takes the round, and then he has only 3 lives left.
What?
No. Almost finished. I think we take out then. He's gonna take this round anyways, and might as well. Save. We're gonna pick. We're gonna pick. He's just gonna keep putting cards on. That's a silly move. Now we're sitting pretty. I think we save our sweep away card until after this round. We play it first thing, so we can't play any of these dudes again. I think that's how we do it. Except for, oh no, you could play the boats. Again, but you have to have a boat. That's, in fact, that's all 3 that he has. That's all 2 that he has there. So I guess first we'll have to keep bringing back. Well, yeah, that's the plan. So, use this. Great options. Got our graveyard to take back. What we do have up there. So that works. Button cross does nothing to me. He has no control. First, I guess it doesn't even matter at this point, but and then we took the round. This faction ability and mine are triggered. The bear stays, that's nice. That's fine.
Congratulations! The best man has won, playing the best faction to boot.
Thanks. Good game.
Skellige won! What a bundle of pish! Tournament's not done! Now it's my turn.
That is what we agreed. Let us resolve our differences here and now.
Now to determine the ultimate victor! Garalt of Rivia, playing the Skellige faction, shall face Yaki Raffiberg, playing
Scoia'tael!
Let the better man or dwarf win!
Scoia'tael and monsters are the 2 steps in the game. Start going. I suppose I can't. Just put ahead. 9 and 10. That's okay. That's nice. Interesting. Passes with a 6? That's bizarre. Turns into a really powerful immune. That's a cool card too. It's way too powerful. So there are 2 different types of desserts. That's interesting. Arm. Idea is to get him to play as many cards as possible. Not putting this one. That's good for a number of reasons. One of which is I can do this now. And not be very scorched. Let's make sure we know this right now. Close combat strength. So what do I do that? It's 15 points away. Frost. Not as much to me. Still gonna pop that. Berserker. See if anything that's really good. Not really. So, I want to make it play at least one more card. Just to be sure. Got two left. What do you want to bet? My two of those in this. First, gonna have to. So they do like the resurrection cards. Score 2 cards. That's fine. We'll do this. I don't think you can win. This one panics, thought he was dead then. So just to prove my might, I'm going to his face because this guy's started trouble.
Thanks. Good game.
Bollock blasters! What hurts most is fucking Skellige one. Or as they say, tough shite. Congrats! Come on, lads! Let's get soused!
No, you must stay, for I wish to treat you all to a tipple. We must toast the premier of the new faction. And if anyone wishes to play a friendly match of Gwent, I see no reason why not. Thank you for everything, Witcher.
No problem. Had fun.
You proved yourself a true Gwent master. Here, the grand prize. You earned it.
Golden hand with some cards. Cool. Put it in my finger.
Thank you very much, Count.
Thank you once more for deigning to take part in my little tournament. I hope we shall meet again.
Who knows? Farewell.
We are in fact gonna end because it's gone way longer than I promised. So we're gonna say right here. I'm just gonna leave out for tonight. Appreciate everyone who joined, both live and after the fact. I encourage you once again, join an org, join a true leftist political party, Green Party, Party for Socialism and Liberation, or Communist Party USA. All fine parties that actually fight for leftist causes and are intersectional, a critical component in my opinion, yeah, just look him up. If you have any questions, comments, whatever, leave them wherever you're finding this video. I'll do my best to get back to you. Otherwise, you know, check in on one another. I'm sure every one of you has friends who are struggling right now, family members who are struggling, or maybe you yourself are struggling now. You're not alone. It may seem like the right has overwhelming forces, but their numbers are much smaller. And those that are going along with the program, even smaller than that. It's not hopeless. It's not over. We can organize. We can help each other out. We are all we have ever had. All we've ever had is each other, what I meant to say. I think that phrase really rings true right now. Because the people who are supposed to have our back are not. They're falling in their face. Thank you, Amanda, for joining. Do you want to say goodbye to the people? I mean, hopefully something good will have happened by next time. And maybe you're the person who's going to make it happen. I sure hope so. You're all counting on one another to see us through this. So with that, I will say goodbye. Back with Dan on Tuesday, doing another political stream. I'm sure have a lot more to talk about then. Till next time. See ya.